This is a damaged hole from a Cat D5 Bulldozer's equalizer bar. I'm going to start the repair by cutting off the damaged portion so I can machine it in the lathe. Fortunately, the one side of the ear never took damage, so I could clamp that portion in the chuck. Now that the ear is clamped in, I'm going to machine away all the damaged material so I have a clean surface to weld on. Next, I machined on the outside diameter so I have a portion to hold on once I've welded in the hole. I then flipped the ear around and machined the other side clean. I now have a clean surface. I can begin the welding. The hole was worn out pretty bad and it took a lot of material off, so a lot of welding was needed. Once the welding was complete, I took the dimensions and made a sketch from the undamaged ear. I then clamped the ear on the portion I machined. I could now machine the ear back to standard. A spherical bearing is housed in the center of this ear. It houses two circlips on either side that keep the bearing in position. It also houses two seals, one on either side of the ear. And that's all the machining complete. Next, I'm going to prep for welding. I'm going to cut a chamfer around the equalizer bar as well as the ear. If you don't already know why I'm doing this, it's to allow for more welding so I can get a stronger join. You can see the steel is pretty thick, so it wouldn't be strong if I just welded along the outside surface. The chamfer is going to allow me to build up the join from the inside out. The chamfering is complete. I now need to get the ear welded in the correct position. I need to get my distance from the center hole the same as the opposite ears. I put a straight edge over the machine surface of the ear and make sure it's running parallel with the equalizer bar. This high power welding pulls a lot, so it is important the first couple runs I keep checking my sizes and make sure it's still parallel with the equalizer bar. If the welding pulls the ear that is no longer parallel, I flip the equalizer bar and weld the other side. I keep welding, checking and flipping until the ear is welded enough that it no longer pulls. As mentioned before, the ear houses a spherical bearing, so if my angle is slightly off, it shouldn't be a problem, but the goal is to always get it as close to perfect as possible. The two sides have been welded up. I'm now going to weld up the top and bottom. I make sure to weld it higher than the desired surface so I can grind it down till it's level again. Once the grinding was complete, I gave the equalizer bar a paint, then fitted the new seals, bearings, circlips, and made new pins. Job complete. Thanks for watching.